Hello there folks, we are looking at Slapfight on the Commodore 64. Kicking off with the Commie, probably going to go with the Amstrad after that, and then finishing up with the Spectrum. This was my shooter of choice in the Commodore, which is funny because I'm terrible at it. I'm just playing a couple of practice games there. And, oh god, I couldn't make it past stage 1-1. Couple of things for you. This was released, as you can probably read on screen there, in 1987. I got a copy of this, well, no, my friend Stephen got a copy of, hello Stephen, got a copy of this on a pack called Taito's Greatest Hits, which, was Taito Legends or Taito, I can't remember, it was, Taiko Arcade Classics maybe, I don't know, Arcade was involved there anyway. Slapfight, Yeah Kung Fu, Bubble Bubble, and it might have been New Zealand Story, I'm not sure. But they were just really good games. You got awesome version of the theme tune by Martin Galway there. We're going to kick it off. Now, a couple of things you will notice. First of all, graphics are pretty good for the Commie. Now, the Commodore has one button. This needs two, so I have to reach across and hit space. Every time I want to activate a power-up, let's do that again. Which is hard when you're dodging bullets. And there are a lot of bullets in this, unfortunately. This is a downside to the Commodore being able to throw lots of ammo at you without too much slowdown. Now I remember years ago I actually used the little cheat that the Commodore 64's joystick port 1 fire is the same as the spacebar input as far as the computer is concerned. So I was able to build myself a little 2-button Commodore stick, and it was the greatest thing ever. Parents thought it was some sort of engineering genius. God love them. Anyway, this is, by the way, folks, when you see me dying horribly, just a very quick look at the Commodore 1. This is not a long playthrough, okay, especially the way I'm doing this. For the one person interested, by the way, the joystick I am playing when I use the emulators is a Quickshot, because Quickshot were awesome back in the day. One of their later sticks was one for the PlayStation 1 called the Devastator, and it was the original PlayStation 1 style, no analogs stick. So it's a bit plasticky, but it's got the suckers, it keeps it on the table, and it's small but perfectly formed. So I keep meaning to get one of those bugger 9-pin adapters, 9-pin to USB. Let's have one more go. And of course it's lovely and clicky as well, this joystick. The only things that I don't like about this, other than the fact that it's rock hard, is the fact that it makes you sit through the little victory / you know, poignant dying song. Oh look, it's a little man on top of the crown. In the arcade I think it was a sort of eagle thing, but it's a little girl with a top hat. Cool. Oh, by the way, you may, if you've seen the first video, you might know that the arcade game will give you a good chunk of the weapons by just dying straight away. I can tell you the Commodore does not do this. Can I get any kind of weapon? Let's see. God, they look like smiley faces. I can't not see that now. They're like smiley faces turned on their side. Ah! Alright, let's just try and tough this out. No. Alright. Okay folks, one more. I just want to show you any kind of weapon at all. I remember at the shoot 'em up construction kit, I managed to make a very passable clone of this, you know, except without the weapons, or gameplay, or music, or graphics. Actually, it was just a completely different shooter. Come on, one of you has to have a weapon. Okay, there we go. I've got the wing, and I'm even slower now! Oh dear God! Like a sitting duck. I need speed. So anyway, listen, that has been a look at the comedy version of Slapfight. Next up is probably the Amstrad, unless I get bored and do something else completely different. I haven't done R-Type in a while. I could do that. In fact, actually, the first time I recorded this video, I realised I introduced it as, hey, it's the Commodore version of R-Type. So I was going to edit it out, but I thought, hey, I actually played worse than the last playthrough, believe it or not. So I just redid it again. Anyway, folks, Commodore version of the game that we call Slapfight and not R-Type. And next up, it's the Amstrad. Let's run the slap. Running it under WinApe. Now, I had a couple of problems initially with it. I recorded the video, recorded about a couple of minutes of gameplay, and unfortunately it came out in very weird format. So I'm basically just going to do it using Cam Studio. So the audio isn't quite as good as I would like, unfortunately, because of the way Cam Studio is restricted in certain ways. Audio is a bit fiddly. Anyway, we're getting an option here, and my French is absolutely terrible. 225 lives, I think, or 225 fries. I'm not sure. I think it's saying start normally or start with 225 lives. We're just going to start normally because this is not that kind of playthrough. So that's a lovely, lovely, colourful logo. Oh yeah, Probe did this. I forgot that. I should really know that. I should really check these things anyway. So, unfortunately, you're having to listen to the music secondhand through my speakers. It doesn't matter. It doesn't last very long on this. It's not in game. Let's fiddle around with this. Up, down, left, right. You can't. You can actually set your spacebar. Sorry, spacebar is your select weapon, but it's also you can set it as your fire button with keyboard, which can be an interesting version of the game where it just automatically grabs the weapon, each weapon, and each power up as soon as it becomes available. You grab it. So, anyway, let's kick this off. And oh my God, I've forgotten how small the screen is. So on the one hand, it's really colourful. It's really colourful and bright. But everything is really, really, really kind of like the ship is just very basic looking compared to the even the Commodore version. You know, the Commodore version looks like it's made out of Lego. This looks like it's made out of Duplo. And again, this is all these things. I can't ever write a game on the one hand. So should I be, you know, slagging this off because it's a bit blocky looking? Well, yeah, as someone on the internet that plays video games, you know, 30 years after they came out, it's my right, my God-given right to be sarky about games. And is it me, or is there more of those little starfish power-ups? Oh, should I get the homing missiles? A couple of things grab my eye. Firstly, the little man on the crown. The crown is much more well defined. Is now a bishop. It seems a bit easier compared to the Commodore, considering I hadn't got this far at all. The bullets are a bit hard to see, surprisingly. The bullets are the only things that aren't big and chunky. If the Commodore was Lego, this is Duplo. Oh, bugger. Let's let me through to the next level anyway. Some lozenges. In fairness to it, the Slapfight logo and those things are what the arcade does, but the arcade has a huge screen real estate to play with, whereas this is not. Oh yes, he shot me. Oh, it's put me back a bit. Or forward, I can't really tell. This is, like I said, it's not bad, it's just not great. I mean, the Amstrad is capable of better. In fact, Easter egg people, remake people, please somebody remake this. I know you guys don't exist just to remake games for me, no matter how much I dream. But if you ever want to remake a game, let's go with this. The Amstrad could do a version that kills the well, not the Mega Drive. Let's be realistic here, but kills the Commodore anyway. But I suppose at least the ships don't look like, you know, smiley faces. Anyway, that has been Amstrad. It's a pity, like, it could do with stuff like the music in the game makes it when you're playing the game. But anyway, listen, that is the Amstrad. We're going to go finally with the Spectrum. Jump cut ahoy! That means I can play the next game. We're looking at Slapfight. Let's go and set our keyboard up. Sorry, I don't know why I make you watch this. So, this is looking a bit similar to the Amstrad, but with a slightly different proportion screen. Now, on the plus side, it's nice and fast. And okay, there is the minimalist use of colour that the Spectrum tends to be famous for in a lot of cases. But it's actually too fast. But bullets are a bit hard to see. And by a bit hard, I mean impossible. Jesus, I mean... Mother of God! It's... On the one hand, it's really fast. I'm actually going blind trying to see the bullets. Okay, let me just see. Let's do some funny video stuff here and see, maybe. Okay, let's try this again. Okay folks, the reason you're not hearing much commentary from me right now is I'm trying desperately not to die horribly. Oh, I've got the bomb. On the one hand, no audio, and you need ESP to basically work out where the bullets are, because they're just too hard to see. Well, I could be my old eyesight playing up here. On the plus side, it makes really good use of the screen, and the graphics are very well defined. Where's my music? It really, having no music though, just is a... I've still gotten further than the Commodore version. Having no music is a bit of a bummer. And just those bullets, I'm going blind trying to see them. But it is only, like, I think, you know, I do tend to say this a lot, if only there's a combination of the Commodore, the Amstrad, and the Spectrum versions, you'd have something, well, I suppose you'd have something a bit like the Mega Drive, but the Amstrad was really colourful, because the Commodore was a bit washed out. The Spectrum was very well defined, very precise graphics, but it's just impossible to see anything because it was all monochrome and the bullets were just too hard to see. And the Commodore was too bloody hard. So of the three of them, my favourite that I've played was the Commodore. But they're not bad ports, but again, it's just I've gone blind trying to see the bullets in that. It's just unfortunate because graphically, I mean, just to show you again, it's just lovely. Anyway folks, that has been the Spectrum version of Slapfight, one of my favourite games. That really just, I love the game hates me. It's the best way I can put it. Anyway, that has been, hang on, there we go. Ominous Windows noise. That has been Slapfight. Thanks for watching guys, and see you next time.